Hello. Hello. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. We are back again with the same continuation, but I slept 3 hours. What the hell I did there? I said that we're gonna be back in 30 minutes for streaming, and I took like 3 hours or something. Alright, until now, you can watch in the previous YouTube or whatever. But until now it was insane crazy. Stream is continuing, right? Yeah, all right. I don't know about the sound, if this will come or not, or I'm missing something here. What if the sound doesn't come? All right, as you know, we are in the prison of Fountain. We are of Archon Quest 4.1 we are doing. So Neuvillet said us to go and find who is this guy child, if he is missing or not from the, what do you call, from the prison or prison. And we are inside the prison, and we find out that child was missing. Child vanished. Child got escaped from the prison from a area of tunnel, and then we found out that Lenny and Lenith are also helping us in this. They are also in that quest itself from their father, that is the harbinger. They say her as a father, but she is a woman. And uh, they are in they are helping us in the same quest, but instead of Newlet, they are through that harbinger lady 4, and all, so on. Oh, what's up, Super? What's up, Rudolph? I am back, and you are also back. Damn, I slept like 3 hours or something. Ping pong touch some grass. What? Yeah, bro. Okay, there is no sound. What the hell? The fact that Fremont was able to leave the ground. Okay, now I'm getting the sound. Leave the ground. Okay, yeah, the Fremont was able to. Yeah, at this point, Lenitz play other games also. Yeah, bro, I will. But I wanted to complete this thing today itself, but I took some time. I slept and all. Then I came back. All right, we'll continue what happened. We'll just continue with this. Yeah, we got to know that Duke, who is that new character. Oh, my camera is working or not? Okay, it's working. My Duke, that guy who is manager of the of this prison, took Lenny on red. Yeah, his sister, Lenin's sister, and I guess he went away or something. He got to know that. Whoa, I'm not able to, not getting the sound. What the hell? Not getting the sound. Yep, I'm not getting the sound. What? No. Until I get the sound, I'm not gonna continue with this game. If I do like this, then you guys are getting the sound, right? But why my headphones are not taking it? Let's see.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
Nope. Something's wrong with this thing, with this part. Or let me mute a bit here. I'm gonna continue this here. Yep, that's what I thought. Uh, I just alt F4 the game. I am thinking to do it again. I mean, yeah. What if this works like this or not? The game sound is not. I'm not getting the game sound. Hmm. I'm still not getting the game sound. It should be the game sound, right? Okay, finally. Got to know what is the problem. Alright, we're back with the games down and it's verifying the files. Wow, very nice. Shit. I don't think so we are continuing the quest because there was a note in between. I don't know what will happen now. That I have to see. Damn, I just messed up. It's verifying files for no reason. Oh my god, it'll take some time now. Okay, we'll wait then. We'll wait like this. Okay, 30% more 30%. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen in between this? Oh god, is serious preparing to load data also? Okay, that didn't took that much time. Alright, we got our gate back. The gate. Alright, where we'll be? Where we will be now? They said not to, as they gave a note. Yeah, I can keep that. What if we cut off from the Alt F4 in between the quest of 4.1? What will happen? Will the quest start from starting? It will take 3 or 4 hours. Alright, cool. Cool, we are in between.
Guys,
We continue this.
over here.
Yeah, this was the point we stopped here. Yep.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards."
And that's Duke writing those words.
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back.
Show me. Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Lenny and Fatui could be. Fatui means he's talking about the child, right? He took child and both at the same time.
Is she already?
Wriothesley.
Duke.
Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very— You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by NEUVILLETTE, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley.
Yes.
We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only
I'd like
this
to know that too. Why did he
continue?
only go after her?
We know till here the information.
Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
I get it now. What? He deliberately made those both disappear. Yeah.
So
From
he's
here,
challenging
this is
me
the
and
point
trying to
where
provoke me. I'm
we
sure of
stuck,
it.
where we stopped. Okay.
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Lenny, calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Before also she got abducted or what?
Out the door! After him!
This is not the first time he said. Oh, okay. She's here only. I thought she's not there itself.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
Whoa.
It's not impossible, but
This
it will
is-
require extensive testing.
This is what they were talking.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
She might have kidnapped her. No. Seguin. What was his name? The pronunciations are really hard in this game.
Is someone?
Pack everything up.
We'll back.
Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Oh, okay. They already knew it.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
And they play. This is what happened. They were playing game.
Whoa, are you okay?
These two.
This is
As
their phone.
expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sure. What a delightful turn of events.
Oh.
I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
What? She's also cruel.
What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you... Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Oh, she's also into the plan. All right, we are gonna
No use. We have to catch up to him.
catch up to Lenny. Where is he going?
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Oh, this is his office. This is Duke's office. Okay, what? And you might have said everything, I guess, to the guy, Wriothesley.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Wriothesley. Oh, there you go.
Aren't we
That's
at
the
an administrative office space. Why
that's
don't you at least
the new
try to
character.
follow even a couple
Rudolph.
rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations.
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea.
Okay.
I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around. Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start.
What if he doesn't know?
You deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine,
Well, he knows.
you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
Ooh.
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but
Okay.
Fremine is not.
Oh, okay.
He's not. What do you really want?
Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Everyone is here, so I only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Lynette and
You're getting to the
Fremine?
point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Okay.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
What?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
I don't think so.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells
Damn
me that
cruel
Mr. Ling is
guy.
a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks
Yep.
just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss
Okay.
Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still
Slowly
slowly being
being
pickled
pickled.
out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
Yep.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Damn, what? You want Harbinger to come?
You want to see Father?
Yeah, father.
But why should she bother giving you an audience?
See, he says father, and why should she also, he says? So,
Well,
don't know.
if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
Simple.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Damn.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
What if really
Oh.
she comes?
I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur NEUVILLETTE and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Oh,
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
simple.
Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
If you refuse, what would happen?
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this,
Hmm.
why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second?
Okay.
From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
True.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
Okay.
Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me.
Oh.
No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
Okay.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5,
What is counting?
Wait,
Yeah, what I want.
2, 1.
Whoa. What's now?
Time's up.
What?
It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
He just drinks tea only. What it is? Please wait. Can you really not talk about this some more?
Listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes?
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
here
True.
helping him out. and
Yeah.
I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Okay. Please spare feminine and linen. I want to say feminine too. Okay.
Then how about this?
Okay.
Those who are
Okay, with the
capable
deal.
deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, hmm?
Oh.
I'll ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
What? That's it?
Question 1.
Easy. Good.
Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone,
We're gonna
what
play.
is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Well, that we know. I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without any rest during lunch hour on the 3rd day, you will find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's good thing that we already ran it through investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. I know this answer, right? If you break the hidden rule of production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Okay, this is on me now. Shit.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the
Yeah,
half
let's
hour
go.
just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
Okay, that's not the answer. But yeah, let's go. We are hearing Traveler's sound again.
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like the research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fanta company sponsored it. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
I don't know what is the answer,
Product
but
has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
regarding the hidden rule of what are the truths behind the who will see it if you keep working continuously. Oh, who will see? I am thinking. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
Fanta's internal report suggests that I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing? The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't We often see Miss Sijuin. The Fanta promoter has been
Bro, I don't know why does the strange meat appears the way it does. I'm
Fanta's
thinking that's the
internal
thing.
report suggests I've been
Bro.
told that the infirmary is always empty for the. According to Collins, I've been told that the infirmary is. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took. I've been told that the infirmary is all.
I don't know. That's what all three are wrong. Shit.
The research notes said that the
Under the strange meat appears.
According to Collins,
But slowly it will be
we
getting
often see
correct.
Miss
Let me see. All three are wrong again on the wrong sides. Shit. Bro, I
I've been told
don't
that the
know.
infirmary is all.
I didn't. I don't know what is this.
We often see Miss. The research notes said.
Okay, one is true. Who will see it if you are working continuously? So
The
let's see.
promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand.
Oh, I get
According to
it.
Collins, the Pancration.
No.
We often see Miss
Yeah,
observing the prisoners at work near the production.
Yeah, Sijuin sees, right? That's the one. And under the circumstances, does strange meat appears?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin
Be doing this time that Sijuin is preparing that thing. Now I get it.
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone.
People are not supposed to
People are not
work these
supposed to
days
work
in the
3
row.
days in a row.
Oh, she
and
got-
if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
She got her goggles and the mustache of
At first
detective
we
thing.
thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared.
Yeah,
But in reality, they were all
prepared by Sijuin,
by Sijuin,
the head nurse.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work.
Yes.
Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks
And
an
cook an
extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
Oh, the meat, the blue meat, whatever they got. Sijuin checks that. I mean, when Sijuin is underground and watching people working a lot, she thinks that okay, he's working a lot 3 days continuously. I guess he needs coupons more. All right, in that reason, I will make a special meat for him to increase his stamina, and he doesn't get he will not be getting any health problems with that. And people think that you will get, that's a hidden rule, you will get a stupid meal or bad meal or something, but that's a good meal, and that's not an intense. They don't know the intention of Miss Sijuin taking care about. Yes, I got it.
You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well.
Yep.
It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right.
Nice,
now for my
wow.
next question.
Okay,
There are
third,
also
second.
some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight.
Yes.
Why is that?
Don't know that. Hidden rule of the Pancration Ring. I remember if someone tries to support both boxes at the same time, they will receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me shift through the I found and come up with the correct answer. Okay, yeah, I found this. And who sent the package containing the strange blood-colored fluid?
The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta.
Don't know, but
According to Collins,
who does the strange blood-colored fluid look like? There is a way.
The Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Wait. Why does the strange blood-colored fluid look the way it does? Okay. According to the Collins, tournament only took place because Fanta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment. I guess they are checking that new Fanta flavor, the red color. Maybe that one is different or not.
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But
Yep,
the product
and
has
that's
to
the
undergo a
product.
trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
Okay, why do only those people buy tickets to support both to receive the package? I'm thinking this is a no what, but should be these three only. Who sent the package containing the red? And I'm thinking
Fanta's
Fanta.
internal report suggests. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the Fanta's internal report suggests.
One. Why does the strange fluid look the way it does?
The research notes said that the Melusine race. The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
That's not the answer.
It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijween? The Fanta promoter has. According to Collins,
I'm sure these three are the only answer, but in a correct way.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijween be doing during that time?
Or maybe Sijin is only preparing that Fanta thing.
We often see Miss Sijween observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. The research notes said that the Melusine race. We often see Miss Fanta's internal. The Fanta promoter had.
Okay.
We often see Miss. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. According to Collins, the Pancration.
Here you go.
Paimon gets this rule too now. So there really was nothing to be afraid of.
Now we will be getting the proper answer.
The rule of the Pancration Ring is about
About how-
people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they
They
do,
do,
they'll
they
receive
do.
a package
Package
containing a strange blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fanta trial product.
Yep.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fanta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fanta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Leave about the mystery, the strategies he's making over there. What are these hidden rules are actually making sense.
Although, based on your description, that Fanta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
He will just cancel it.
Question.
Okay, final question.
What's
Final.
the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Head nurse. We haven't collected enough info to that answer. That question. Yeah. We don't know.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh,
The thought
okay.
of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Damn. He's fighting?
Ah!
Oh, what's... something hit him from behind.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
Siegewin is from behind shooting at... Oh, okay. Oh, she has a gun?
Siegeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Lane.
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and
Okay.
thus protecting it is my duty.
Okay.
When Monsieur NEUVILLETTE asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
Damn.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
If you are close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about...
But I really
Poetry
am
from
just
it.
doing what Monsieur NEUVILLETTE told me to do.
Oh,
Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His
oh.
Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The
Yeah.
way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
How touching. This guy is a Professor Snape. Looks, I mean, like that.
Be
He's
like that, Your Grace.
like really good person, but he takes, I mean, dialogues and all are same like that only.
Everyone, calm down.
There you go.
2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
Okay.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
I guess it's Frument and whatever her name is. Oh,
Some
what?
space, please.
Ah,
Clorinde.
Miss Clorinde. My door.
What?
Fremine.
Oh, there you go. Familiarity.
Fremine.
Nothing will happen to him, I guess.
What is Clorinde doing here?
Clorinde, it's Clorinde. Clorinde. Alright.
Work.
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you,
This is
Miss
getting
Lynette.
interesting and
The
interesting, man.
tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms, it can't be. What's wrong?
A flushed
Oh.
face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clorand while you get Fremenet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Damn. Now where are we going then? Okay, we're gonna talk. Well, we're gonna talk to Lenny first. Lenny expression looks disgusted. It seems like he would rather not have Sigwin touch Fremen. Still, he didn't stop her since it's obvious that Fremen does require urgent medical care. Okay, she's caring like this only. It's just like that. That's it. Obviously, she's a vision.
These symptoms are probably caused by an
She has a vision.
ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater.
Okay.
Still, his condition is not critical.
Okay.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Okay.
Sorry, I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
He must be drowning.
Please
What the
look
fuck
after
are
Mr.
you talking
Fremenet
then?
For the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Oh, you had
Where
been
is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her.
Okay.
If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Okay. And tranquilized her. Okay. Now what's gonna Lenny do? Lenny has finally began to stop teasing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts with Sigwin just said. Sigwin. What is her name? Okay, what does
What's
Duke
that
say?
look on your face? I thought I
Okay.
made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. As you
Damn.
arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewin may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected.
Water has
The
changed.
concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Oh.
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time,
Like that guy.
well, you can see
Remand?
how that boy's doing.
Yeah.
Where was he when you found him?
Oh, so the outside water is
The abandoned zone at the
polluting,
end of
eh?
the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Okay.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Okay.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on NEUVILLETTE. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a
Want you
cup
a
too,
cup
since I've
too?
already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose.
Okay.
Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Damn. That's great. So
Linny, are you okay?
primordial sea water is, well, it will not be affecting child or our traveler and Paimon, right? Because we are not from Fountain, so we can
I'll be
swim
fine.
normally.
They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you
So-
sure? You don't look alright.
Instead of ferment, we should be going for the diving
My
thing.
hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
Tranquilizer
Come
shot.
back, everyone.
Oh, there she is.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremenet?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Okay. Lenny and Lynette immediately come to the lift. Ferment up. Okay. And Ferment wakes up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Okay.
Give me a
Well,
hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
okay.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well. I thought, we're gonna
The
talk
Duke
to
and
Duke
Clorinda
and
are gone.
No, they're up there drinking tea and all.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clorin will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
She rescued. Okay, Clorin saved Fremen from the sea. Just what happened there? No idea. I have to understand this. Okay, we are going back to infirmary. What is that? Clinic, I'll say. Clinic. Infirmary. Oh, it's up above, right?
Time to go.
Da-na, da-na-na. All right, this thing. We got to do this thing last time, right? Okay, from here, what we need to do? Just nothing over here. I guess it's that part only. Can we zoom? Let's go back once. Okay, be right back. 1 minute.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Keep your blade with you. All right, it's raining. It's already turned on, right? And what is this? This thing there here? I don't know what this is used for now. Later we'll check. We'll get to know from somewhere. All right. Right now we're gonna go up and check out how is the health. How is their health? Fremen's health is bad. What is the use of you staying here? Okay, there is Prement and oh, he's alive. Let's go.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Lynette.
Where am I?
Dreams.
The infirmary.
You died.
At the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Whoa.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater.
Yep.
I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened? What happened after you snuck into the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, now we can see what happened. If child also escaped that route only, I guess child will not be affected from primordial seawater, right? Okay, now we can see what happened.
I'm in.
Oh, we are controlling that part also?
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Okay, then what did we do? What did Freeman do? Okay, we are controlling Freeman. Okay, Freeman is also a new character actually, but we already saw him somewhere. He's a Claymore character.
Mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Whoa, there's a mechanism and all. And who will rotate it? We can rotate from there.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
And how do we try adjusting the rotatory thing? How do I adjust it? What? Now what? Did I just make a huge mistake over here? I don't know what to do. Yeah, I need to go over there, but how? Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, now I can bring it up. There you go. Now we can walk. Oh yeah, we completed one, right? We'll take that later. We'll take that all later. Yeah, I'm gonna check this guy out. Freeman, who is a great diver. As you can see, he has this helmet thing. He has a claymore and these artifacts. His ult is something new, and he has stamina thing that I want to see. Okay, what? We are going down more in the pipes.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
You'll dive now.
Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Okay. Here we will get to know that how dive into water. And that's how we dived, right? And he's pretty fast in diving and all.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too.
Okay.
I need to keep going.
Okay, and that's blocked.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the?
Yep. There he gets to know that.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Go back now.
I have to get back.
Not able to going.
Still don't know anything about what's going on.
Not able to go back also.
Turn back right now. I should still be able to make it.
And there he was not able to make it. Return to shore quickly. We are trying to go. We are trying to return to shore. We were almost there, that means.
I can't die here.
He was trying to swim like this. He was not able to swim also.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
And then Lady Chlorine comes to save us, huh? Got it. Got it. What is saving, huh, Chlorine? Or else we would have lost him.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress.
Yep.
And I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask
Maybe.
Miss Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
I got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Okay.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
As a big brother,
Understood.
he is really
Then
concerned.
let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did we complete another part of the quest thing? Okay. Okay, you guys stay. We're gonna go talk to Chlorinde and Duke. Wesley. What was his name properly? I'm not able to pronounce after listening to 100 times. The office is over here. Open up! Open the door. Duke, you Duke, drinking tea still with Chlorine, huh? Okay, we're going up this time. Finally, we are seeing the office of Duke, how it looks like.
Excuse me.
These guys chit chatting, huh?
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Yes.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Okay.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Enlighten. Please enlighten us as much as you would like.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No.
No, okay.
I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave.
Oh, okay, he knows that.
Specific goals. I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
Oh, okay.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Okay.
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
Okay.
All I care about is the answer.
Okay.
You were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
Simple.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremonet has told you already the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Yes.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him.
Yes.
I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison?
Think he is.
I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates.
I think he is because see, you have scars over here and here.
Who invited Cloran down?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Damn.
As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
Okay.
And saving Fremonet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving.
Okay.
Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
Yeah, true. So the Forbidden Zone really exists.
That's not something you should be asking after.
Huh?
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
Now we're gonna find the
now that you've spoken to Fremonet.
Forbidden Zone also we're gonna find that.
We've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Okay, let's follow. We're going somewhere. So the truth is not that good, huh? I get it. What? There is a D secret space over
There's a
here.
hidden door here?
Hidden door,
And a
I mean.
basement behind it. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It
Yes.
seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
True. Let's go down underground. Okay. What is this?
Stand on the central plate.
Oh, this is lift now.
Is there a secret mechanism or...
Okay,
Whoa!
it is. You're going down. It's a lift. Once everyone has taken their positions on the circle plate, it begins to slowly down. Bro, I'm reading so fast. Also, it's should give us a little bit 3 seconds pause there.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone?
Honestly.
Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
Whoa.
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside.
Whoa.
Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Forbidden
Am I
Zone.
correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
No.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Tell them. Okay. Okay, what is this place? Full truth, let us know. I just simply did that.
Huh. So there's a switch
No,
on the
really.
side.
Stand back.
Okay, standing back. Switch mechanism. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. 3 doors.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
What that? What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
Okay, we are going with you. Not going alone. Whoa, what is this place? New exploration area. The room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There is also a device
I've been
snack.
interested in what
The
lies
hell?
beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede.
Okay.
Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it. But it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place.
Oh.
But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
And that's primordial seawater. It's the level of that seawater increased a lot. That
Normally
means.
I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated.
Okay, and guess what is reading?
Guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure, the temperature,
Very reasonable guesses.
or
I've considered both of those as well.
but that's not.
Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary.
That's
The
primordial
temperature should
seawater.
vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely.
Okay.
We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside,
Okay.
but the readings didn't change at all.
Okay.
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea.
Hmm.
I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress,
Yeah.
I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial
Concentration
seawater in
of-
the seawater nearby.
Concentration of primordial seawater.
The
Nearby.
concentration of primordial seawater? But we're on...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater.
Oh.
Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Okay. Primordial seawater is continuously leaking to the sea. But from where?
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh.
Leak.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea
leak.
lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Oh.
For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
Oh, that's the prophecy is gonna be truth then. It's gonna
The
increase and
indicators are now
increase.
red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
Yep.
If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all the fountain will fall within.
Yeah, you know what the legends say.
Yep.
If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into
Turned around
puddles
the
in the
puddles
span of a
and-
night.
Yep. That's the prophecy.
Too weird.
The true prophecy, what we got to know before.
Above a sluice gate for the primordial sea. Who built this place anyway?
Okay.
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
What?
It's
What's
just
the
that
answer?
the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
Okay.
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense.
Okay.
What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished.
Egeria is
The criminals
old
received
Archon,
no
okay.
sympathy of any kind from the people.
Okay.
They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold.
Oh, damn.
Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do.
Okay.
The Hydro Archon took pity
On
on them
them and
and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
Oh.
And so,
They
leaning on
created
the
this.
power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress.
Oh, they
became a
built it.
community down there in the deeps,
Okay.
and over the years helped it to grow.
Oh.
As the number
okay.
of exiles increased, more and more
And more
people
people
joined the
joined
community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors.
Okay.
The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place.
Yep.
Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld.
Yep.
Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay.
Stay.
They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past.
Damn.
After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says.
If this gate falls,
then everyone will be dissolved into
the sea. Yeah. Do you believe the prophecy?
To be frank,
Obviously.
not really.
What? Not really.
But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
Yeah.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
The third. So as the Duke of okay. Just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else.
Okay.
I want to show you something.
There is more something?
This is it.
Oh, these guys.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need
Yeah.
to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
Okay.
What? After you
Is
warned us
on
not
the-
to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
We are travelers.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Okay.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh.
He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Edu.
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Yeah.
Edwin's main areas of research were archium and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
Okay.
You want to blow up The Fortress of Meripede?
The whole thing? What?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
If it blows up,
That taskmaster over there is Mr.
then what will
Green,
happen?
and is also one of my technical consultants.
Okay.
While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Okay.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really
See,
unnecessary?
everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace,
Grace, I'm not.
I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I
Okay.
dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Okay.
Jeez, forget I said
Okay.
anything then. Follow me.
Whoa,
Oh.
there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant
Right up.
amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
he's really crazy character. I mean, he's really
But
good character.
he thinks everything's
Damn.
super cool.
Is this just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Okay, what is it? Whoa, what is that? This is what the
What
hell
a
is
huge
ship?
ship? This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
A little bit, not that
Not
much.
at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria.
No, we don't know.
To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According
Okay.
to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
Damn. This shit, there is a history behind
He
Fontaine.
called his nation Lemuria and used the
Lemuria.
Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
Okay.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
True.
People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Yeah.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already
let's
seen, I
see,
have a whole
let's see.
factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal.
Yeah, damn, he
So
has
it can't
everything.
hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Whoa, this guy is a huge deal.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Yeah. This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone? No, I guess you can't
For
right
the
now.
workers to find out the truth behind this ship,
Hmm.
riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Oh.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
He likes a tea a lot. He is Zhongli's brother or something.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
So it's like the ship is underwater, right? No, this is a big hall. And I'll let leave about that everything. The ship will be saving us. He will be saving us from this. Okay, the fortress, the prison thing is there, right? He will destroy that, and it will block the primordial seawater to coming up. And this ship will be saving us, all of the prisoners and whoever are staying here, to go up like that, something like that, right? That's the end goal he's thinking about. That's what he planned everything about this age.
I'll leave you
this thing.
here for now.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Oh.
What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Oh. He means that my actions now will decide that the next step Lenny Group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Lenny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
We should go and say to Newlet or not.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Cool. He's not afraid of anything then. I guess 4.2, 4.3 will be continuing the story. Till now we understood the story a lot. Really nice, really cool story, really interesting. But still the story is there. Let's see.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
No.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Tea.
Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now.
What?
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me.
Okay.
They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijwin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Okay.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well.
And shut up.
Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lenny sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now, Lenny?
Yeah, I took the time to rest.
Okay.
So I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nice.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories.
Okay.
I asked myself 3 questions.
Okay. I'm not gonna say any of...
Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meripede.
Okay.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's fine. Anyone can get 5 years old also.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
We don't know.
I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more,
Damn, he got
the fortress
right.
of Meripede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex NEUVILLETTE. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
Oh.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
Lenny grabs a big picture. Is amazing. Yeah, he almost got everything.
Smart.
Yeah, now I can say.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
Okay, what is it?
Risley does have a plan. What could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater.
Yeah.
He's even gotten Cloran to help him out.
Yeah.
That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess.
Yeah, the last piece of
the puzzle.
Yes, he does, but I guess after some deliberation, you share the information you share. What, he shares it? I thought he should not be sharing any of the...
I can't believe it.
Any of the information what
The sea
it's given.
will engulf everyone.
Yeah, just like
the prophecy said.
Okay, he said everything, that means.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember,
Father
I
will
once
not help
mentioned that
anything.
Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our Father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Sure, damn.
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
Damn, cool.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Even I didn't thought he was gonna do it. Why did he share?
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all.
Huh?
But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Okay.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe and...
She's hungry. What was that? Paimon's hungry.
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Alright. We're gonna go get some food, and I don't know where the story is going till now. Bro, you're useless, bro. Stand there only. Anyone is coming here, going, he doesn't care. All the food is straight below here.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Oh, cool.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here.
She's also taking her dinner.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwing?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Oh, cool.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat?
We can choose.
You can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's
All
all
on
me
my
today,
today.
so you can get whatever you'd like.
Oh, cool. Then I will have the tallest stuff you have to offer. Then I'll get the biggest portion of you have to offer.
Don't forget Paimon.
No problem. Just
Just
leave
give
it
it
to me.
We're gonna go and sit with Florent, right? No, Clorent. I forgot. After a while, meals, someone brings a small drink or tastes like strange, but it just checks generally, however, calm down and relaxes. Okay.
Oh, delicious.
Amazing. Free dinner are the absolute best.
How it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all.
Feeling full yet?
Paimon is already a freeloader. What is it?
Delicious.
Exquisitive. Thank you. Beside the milk, I mean, everything was super delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Damn, she can read so much.
Do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings.
Yep.
I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just
Oh, we are
asked
not
his
sitting
grace
with
to look
her.
out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother.
Okay.
Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
Damn, this is really prison or what is this? This is really a good place.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress.
Fortress.
At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh,
We thought it will be really dangerous place, but
down
no.
here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here.
Yeah.
With all the darkness and chaos.
But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine Neuvillette outside of his office.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Cool, thanks. We are not gonna talk to Chlorine, can we? He's also standing. Can we?
Chlorine!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, okay.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Siege
Sijuan
really
really
put in
put-
a lot of effort.
So we heard that Brysley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremine too. You sure worked super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh,
Hmm.
and why aren't you eating with Sijwin and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sijwin was with you. And the
And
Duke,
Duke has a business of his own. Oh shit.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah.
First time in a long
time.
Oh, she
First time in a long time.
ate with
So
Navi
you
also?
have gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past.
Yes.
You seem to be
It's
enjoying
in
yourselves here.
It's all thanks to
Things will
Neuvillette.
be getting messy at the fortress soon.
Okay.
Don't run around unnecessarily.
Okay. She gave us a warning. We are returning back to the fortress. Dormitories, I guess. Oh, this is somewhere else I went. Yeah.
Time to go.
Now what? Is the story finished or
Time to go.
we have something to do? Okay, we will sleep and then what? Then what will happen later?
So much has happened.
Yeah.
Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yeah, I'm also getting there. Oh damn, she slept already. Oh, she really immediately falls asleep. Delicious.
Paimon wants seconds for free.
Good night. Alright, what's the next part of the story? Whoa.
Out of my way!
Oh, okay.
Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking.
Whoa, something's happening.
Who's yelling?
What's that sound? Paimon, wake up. We need to go out and see what's going on. Oh, the story is still not completed, huh? We're going out now? Okay, we thought everything is done.
Time to go.
Is the water coming up or something? Everyone is running here and there.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
What?
Hey, wait! What's
I guess-
wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
I guess the doors are open.
There you are.
What are here?
Oh, thank goodness.
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you.
Okay.
Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now.
Okay.
His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
Whoa!
Lavaroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
Okay, you said His Grace said to evacuate
Yeah, he
outwards.
said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Sure, the gates are open now. Gates are broken. Then that means whatever happened must have been happened down below. No, isn't that the gate at the very bottom?
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
Yep,
Oh,
that
wait,
thing.
What? What? Hey, where are you going?
Yeah, we are running like you said.
Duke, you two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Cool.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Okay, you guys run. It's the gates.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
He says upwards and outwards. You are going downwards and below. Well, good. And it will not affect us, right? That seawater thing, primordial sea. It says upwards and outwards. Activate the lift. You already came. Yeah, that's what. This is opening.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Yeah, it's opening. Done.
You're
Damn,
just in
I
time.
thought this is not.
Be ready to run.
Whoa. Whoa. That's primordial seawater. Whoa. It just froze everything? It just froze everything. What is that power? Okay, still it's powerful. Run.
Three, two, one.
Oh. Damn the music. Damn, Hirokin. Damn.
This won't hold it for long. Find NEUVILLETTE. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Damn, they are gonna be defending this thing.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Ooh. What will Cloren do? Well, I can understand he will freeze. Damn, that's really cool. The animation and all that did that was damn. Every time they in this ARCHON quest.
NEUVILLETTE?
Oh, we are up top.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
No.
Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay, you can explain everything else to me later.
You have my sincerest gratitude.
What, we need to explain this guy something else, right? We are going to Opera House now? Alright. But... Alright, cool. Opera House is just nearby. We're gonna go from here only. But the water is coming up. What about that? No one care about that? I thought the gate... I know the gates will break and all, but I thought it will be the next part of the what do you call? Oh, the security is too much security here.
There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already.
It will be the 4.2, I thought. ARCHON Quest 4.2 will be there at the time.
Traveler in Paimon.
At the time.
NEUVILLETTE has left instructions. Please follow me.
Okay, we're going.
I'm sure he's already explained this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence.
Okay.
But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Okay, I will do the best. Is NEUVILLETTE going down? Should be going down, right? To protect the fortress will be destroying, obviously, but alright, there you go. They are taking the tea, and here we are to save Farina for no reason. We don't even like her.
So you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
We are honored guests, honored by Miss Farina mentioned us. Oh damn!
How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
Okay.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments.
I
am the knave.
Knave.
One of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
Damn. Just ignore the screenshot. So this is Neve, the head of the house of the earth, and the Lennith siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings, pleasure to meet you.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Sure,
Perhaps
thanks.
you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Sure.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Oh.
Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Damn. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The name is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, I should be very cautious around her. Okay.
What do you think of this cake?
It's pretty good. It's quite tasty, and I think Paimon agrees too.
That's good to hear. So what child said
Not able to
last
bring my
time,
voice.
After all,
So
you
what
do
child should?
share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Okay. Wait, child should have no reason to have said it something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Oh, okay.
You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Furina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the new. Yeah, that's what.
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss
Yep.
Farina?
Yep.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex NEUVILLETTE right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur NEUVILLETTE.
I managed to find a few lead on his. Okay.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
Okay. Does
but
she know us or
I
what?
thought you would be happier to hear the news.
What is the news?
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame.
Oh.
You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier.
Oh.
As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Shit.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh.
I
And
know
just how do you know that?
How do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Shut up, Paimon, shut up. Oh, Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves.
Yep.
Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
That is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago.
Oh.
Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
So Tonya is Child's sister?
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
No. She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from doing the sounds good to me.
All
Yes.
letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Okay.
Hold on.
Whoa, what's that?
Water in the teacup is shaking.
Alright, the primordial sea is coming up.
I
guess.
suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
Miss. Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Oh. Oh, that's... Okay, Neuvillette is here. Damn, he freezed a lot, but still...
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Damn, Neuvillette is more powerful than them both.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Whoa.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess.
Boost.
Who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Damn. How will he save this thing? And how did he stop? What?
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth.
Okay.
But it is not this day.
Oh.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
What?
The tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
He just reversed it and sealed it? That's simple? What?
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Damn. Neuvillette is too powerful. The Justice, Chief Justice, very powerful, huh?
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
That's easy. It's so easy for him.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But not.
But only for now.
Oh.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
No.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give?
A tea. A tea.
He already has tons of tea in his office.
I'm thinking
about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
That's an obviously joke.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter.
Okay.
We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Okay.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Fatui Harbinger. Damn, Neuvillette is really pretty stronger than... I thought this guy is more stronger than Neuvillette. But no. He just reversed the primordial seawater and just sealed that thing without any...
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Okay.
Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed.
Okay.
Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
Yeah,
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives.
Okay.
Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian.
Okay.
You know the prophecy by heart.
Yeah.
And also that every part of it is being proven true.
Yes.
Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden.
Holy shit.
Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster
Now she is
or save
directly
their own.
attacking.
Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been.
Oh shit.
From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
Damn, full direct actions.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor
okay.
have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence.
Okay.
Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
Oh, you go, girl.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now.
Okay.
Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them?
No idea.
Save us. How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways.
Okay.
And I've been working on them for all this time.
Okay.
Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Damn.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Damn, that's good. Farina not acting like her usual self. She is actually seriously refuting the knave accusations. She meant what she says. She's not putting on a front.
Then
Yeah,
I'll ask
actually.
you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on?
Let
Where
us-
can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
So was that all a lie, or can she really not tell us? She was so full of convenience and confidence just now, but now she defeat like Pope alone.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself.
Okay.
They will only reveal themselves at the fated time.
Okay.
It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Huh?
Oh, that look in your eyes.
There is no plan.
Even prepared one of those?
There is no plan from
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
confidential. There you
Then allow
go.
me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what
That
do you
thing.
plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
Yeah, that thing in the opera house.
The
that works.
Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first
She doesn't know that
when
much.
Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
Indemnitium. What a
Even
name.
if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex NEUVILLETTE is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes,
That's
exactly
exactly.
right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Damn. These are in topics I can speak about. I don't even know what NEUVILLETTE was. If I had to guess, he's probably went down to deal with the ignoring primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? He did already. So, and is Furin being truthful or not?
Traveler,
No idea.
I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I will
Paimon.
take you up on that offer.
Something is there in that cake, I guess. Now proceed to change the topic and bring upon the number of. Okay, we ate all the cake. Damn.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome.
She totally changed the
felt
topics.
greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table.
Damn.
And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
Okay.
There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so
Okay.
I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off,
She didn't get
traveler?
any.
We could use the opportunity to discuss child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too.
She didn't get any answers from Florin. So should I talk to Florin? Is she good? Okay. Are you good?
The party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Retiring for now. Yeah, bitch. We saved you. Still, I mean, we were there. We did not save her or anything, but we were there beside her. The indemnitium, we don't know what's gonna happen with that. What is the use of that? Follow the knave to the exit. Okay, I guess it's done. The story is done. We're following her. Okay.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me.
Yeah,
of
of
course,
course.
child was just an excuse.
Okay.
I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Okay.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth.
Hmm.
As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
Oh, there's no need. I don't think that's what you wanted to
Do
talk
I
about.
look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me.
Okay.
You should know that I care deeply about my children.
About Lenny and Lynith we are talking, and one more, Fremont also. Was there nothing else you wanted to
That was
say?
all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know
Okay.
you just returned from the fortress of Meripede.
Relax.
I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
Damn.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including
me.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
She's weird, annoying, Archon.
Outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily.
Number
Allow
shame.
me to share my perspective with you.
Sure.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty
Oh.
and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Okay.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
You don't know.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity.
Okay.
I will be meeting someone shortly.
Okay.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
So everyone was spying on her, right? Got it.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But
She was only spying. Okay, got it.
Approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter.
Okay.
This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
Okay, she's
Anything
also
left unguarded is
whoa,
usually
whoa.
just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Did she? Oh, what? Oh, what?
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon.
Oh.
In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a
god at all. Oh.
And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Oh.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do?
There's no use. She.
Please don't kill me. I'm begging you.
Yeah, that's not Archon does like that.
The
Okay.
fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
Lol. So Neuvillette has all the gnosis, I guess.
Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
Damn.
After, my informants confirmed what I had guessed.
What?
After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone.
Lol,
She was
what?
so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
have to find the Gnosis. If the
Neuvillette
Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
Oh,
My dear children,
then they will go
please
to the
speak.
fortress.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
And that's how they went with the
Set up
treasure.
a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette.
Neuvillette did not meet her
And I have an additional mission for you three.
to go to the
Yes,
pond. Go to the fortress.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Okay. Whoa, so much story, man. Dude, it's more intense than anime.
You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydra, and she didn't say anything.
Even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Yep.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Okay, then who is that? Who is that then? How did you come to that
I am
conclusion?
a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Eudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Whoa, then who's it? Who's the real one?
Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course.
Okay.
I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work
NEUVILLETTE is
together
here.
someday.
Obviously, we're not gonna work. NEUVILLETTE!
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Okay. Oh, that's it? She's gonna leave? We're saying just this and leaves?
Is it over?
For now, yes.
Okay.
But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term.
Okay.
I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
Damn.
Thank you for protecting Farina.
Maybe ask what happened down there.
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal
Seal the sluice gate. Simple. As for what happened on the on our side, you recount the happening of the tea party.
So as expected,
yeah.
the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina.
So much.
She's trying to feel her out.
Yep.
Though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough powers to force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right?
Can be.
That's just a speculation on our part, though.
Oh, he did not say anything.
Tell us?
Then
that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
Okay, what did you sense in the fortress of Merod? Okay, whatever. Did you manage to protect those that need to be defended?
I believe so.
Okay.
The fortress has a long and complex history. It's seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
This clear sky suddenly fills with dark cloud. The rain. Okay. And just a moment before, NEUVILLETTE has just mentioned a sense of grief. Thinking back to the legend and what Fremen said, it's just that dragon of water once raised in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pours out rain. Wait, NEUVILLETTE, you can't
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He is the dragon sovereign of water?
Dragon of...
What does that mean?
Please do not be so surprised.
Wait, I didn't get it. What is a dragon? How is it? How is a dragon thing? I don't know.
Farina?
NEUVILLETTE, are you...
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
Maybe he is actually the dragon sovereign.
You guessed correctly.
Okay, there you go.
I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Damn, I am pulling for NEUVILLETTE, man.
We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
It's crazy. It's a big deal, that means.
Still something thing
You
Paimon
need
wants
that
to
character.
ask you, though.
Okay, what is it?
Go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress,
Yeah.
then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
Oh.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Oh.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
Whoa.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
The first one we know one dragon is... Oh, we just know we saw that Sumero dragon and Archon god is Nida, obviously. The first one is this guy, Venti, and the dragon we know that we're gonna fight every time. And Tivat, not Tivat, what is that? Leeway dragon is Zhongli, and Zhongli is Archon god. And yeah, I don't know the dragon of Inazuma. Inazuma's Archon god is Raiden Shogun. The dragon is... Who's the dragon? Is she killed the dragon or something? That's the... Bro, so much is there in this game.
I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Oh.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Ancient history.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried.
Sure, see you later, Neuvillette.
Another time.
Take care.
We're going to the fortress. Out to the... And it's over here. Oh. First we'll go here then. That area is sealed already. We're gonna talk to Duke or something. Let's see. Duke is not here. Return to the prison to learn more about everything.
Time to go.
Everyone's situation. All right, I can see this. Whoa, let me see this area once. Damn, ship is huge. Yeah, we're gonna talk to them about...
Courier, Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh?
It's... Courier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How
have you been? We are fine, thanks.
You? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though.
Okay.
So don't say a word to anyone.
Sure.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
That's cool, interesting.
Time to go.
What about the... this thing area, right? We can't go down here. Okay, we can't. Alright, if he sealed it, so it's fine. Leave it. Now, nice music is going on.
Time to go.
Oh yeah, these guys. What are these guys talking now? As of that, yeah.
You guys are back?
Yeah.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Oh, these guys got and thrown back.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Okay.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago.
Okay.
I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive?
Okay.
Whenever he'd say that,
Mumbling
I'd
to the
tell him,
carrots.
They're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Yeah, I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in the quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Sure. That's cool. Meeting our old pals. My W key is not working, I get it. Sometimes it just stops working. Oh. Siegeween.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right?
Yep.
Did either of you get hurt?
No, don't worry. We are both
Fine.
doing
What
great.
about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries.
Okay.
But that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Neuvillette paid us a visit. It
Yeah.
was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did
Cool.
Neuvillette know that he was needed here?
Well, Monsieur Neuvillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
Damn.
I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Damn, you can come and go anytime.
Spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're
Damn.
so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Cool. We can come to the prison anytime, anywhere, like that, huh? And one more area is upwards. Can you give me the location of how to go over there? Oh, I see this thing is not on. This thing goes down, okay. Right, upside, right? Let I can just this is the one, right? Maybe. Yeah.
Time to go.
You're gonna check our dormitories, right? Oh, this area, okay. Yeah, now what?
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
Oh, they're playing games.
A bare teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an A.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the Opera House and we met the knave.
You met Father?
Yep.
Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were...
bit hard to understand, and also looking forward to.
That she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her.
She
has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close.
So I don't think so. We should
also include you.
She is still an Harbinger, so still we should not be considering that of helping her.
Very capable and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there.
Yes.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Cool. Alright then. Did we finish the... Oh, we still talk to Duke. Duke is still there to talk. And then I guess our Archon quest is finally done. Completed. Fully completed. Damn, I need both the characters, the Duke and NEUVILLETTE. First I'm gonna go pull for NEUVILLETTE right now. In 10 pulls itself I'm gonna get NEUVILLETTE. I am guessing. I'm thinking to guess that that would be the surety. Oh, there he is.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
Yes.
We're fine for the most part.
Yes.
NEUVILLETTE came down and took care of the worst of it.
Damn.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the Courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think that's going to work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea.
Okay.
He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
Oh, cool.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorand has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
NEUVILLETTE got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's NEUVILLETTE's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Okay.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Yours truly?
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time.
Oh, cool.
You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Oh.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Oh, cool.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Okay. So, still time is there, but we're not gonna return to dormitories to rest. What? So much about this game, huh? Again, return to the dormitories. It's all here. We're going for the rest, and then we're gonna leave, I guess. Thinking like that. If the story is finished till here.
We're back in our cell again. We're
No
no longer
prisoners,
though,
so
so it
it's-
really doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders. It feels like we are regained our freedom. Yeah.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Yeah. Paimon, is there something you would like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true.
Oh, we saw that last time.
Right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
We are okay.
We've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We are the best adventurers ever.
Counting Paimon?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't
Oh
you
yeah.
the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well.
Oh yeah.
Will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Okay.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy.
Paimon's gonna crash. So you.
Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time
Cool.
we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up.
Yeah.
That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine, so don't worry, Paimon.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night. Nice, we sleep. Rest. We rest. Nicely, peacefully. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, what's that? Child got saved by NEUVILLETTE in his dragon form or something like that. Damn, that was insane. What's next? Commission subtlety, unfinished comedy, game of riches. Alright, I'm going up. I'm done playing around. I want to check out this area also. But yeah, that was the whole story quest. And that was really cool. Story quest was insane. I was gonna do something here, yeah. Where does NEUVILLETTE stay? Over here, right? Teleport to fountain. I'm gonna do one thing here. That was the ARCHON quest of 4.1 about the primordial sea and breaking, the prison area. That was cool. We found 1, 2, 3, 4 new characters. We found we met the we met this lady, Harbinger 4, the father of, who is this guy? Father of Lenny and Lenneth and Ferment. That was cool ARCHON story. And now about that story is done. I'm gonna do one thing. Okay, I can't go there. Shit. I want to sit on that sofa. What's this area where this opens? Okay, this was the tea area we took. Okay. Can we climb this? We can't.
dragon.
You can't climb any of this. No, no problemo. And this will be the space. I mean, it's above, obviously. I thought I will go above the sofa thing, but we can't. We can't even climb this. Alright, think we are on the sofa, and I am going for the pulse. NEUVILLETTE, here I come. The best character till now, I guess. This is the character I would recommend everyone to pull for NEUVILLETTE, as I guess this is the he's the actual he's not actual Archon god, right? He said he is the dragon, right? Let's see. Okay, no problem. Come on, please. That should be it. Okay. Come on. Come on. What? I don't want to waste so much. Cool. Diona, we have already C6 Diona, I guess. Come on, Diona. Ah, 30. How many? I don't want these characters. Oh, and there we go. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee from my side. Should be, please. Should be guarantee. Oh, let's go. NEUVILLETTE 6. Give him a 6-star. It's not a 5-star character. It's a 6-star character. Cool. Super golden character we got. It's a hydro character, but yeah, damn, it looks really insane. This character is really superb. So alright, we can convert these, as you know, and in 2 days we are getting more of those, and we're gonna reach back to 100 back again, and we got our character. We got our character, NEUVILLETTE. Where is he? Oh, he just that's his power. He just reversed it. It's super cool, man. Super cool character. And he's a catalyst. We need a weapon for him, right? I guess I have a good weapon. We'll check. Let's see. Do we have a weapon? Good weapon. What do we have? This is an attack weapon which is used for cryo people. But right now it's on level 90, so we can give this. We can give sacrificial fragment also, I guess. Right now you use this. We'll check out his weapon. Yeah, we're gonna get these also. Completed all the ARCHON quests. Need to complete the... What is this? Okay. I don't know. We got those 10 or 40 here also. Okay, cool. We'll check that out later. How we are getting those. 50 wishes are done. Okay. 12 star of spiral abyss, that we will do easy. Alright, as you can see, we got NEUVILLETTE here. Let's see once. Let me see the NEUVILLETTE character in the action. Ooh.
The pleasure is all mine.
Ooh. Hey, Chief Justice here. Hey, I am the dragon, you know. You guys.
Bow your head.
Bow your head, guys. He can float. What? That's crazy. Okay, that's a. I did not even do a test run here. I just went for it. Alright, I have to build this character now. That would be interesting. In test runs, I guess I can check here on 80 level. Silence, guys. Oh, that's easy. This guy is super powerful, I guess.
You're up. Ready?
Be sanctified.
Yeah, stay silent. Be silent, guys. I can also move. Bro, I can move.
Bow your head.
Bro, this character is super cool. Wait, let me check the constitution. What constitution? Okay, 0. Okay. Gather like the tide. What increases underwater sprint as PD for your own party member 15%. Not passive talents that provide the extra same effect. Okay, cool. Hydro bonus damage. Insane. I'm gonna go all in on this character. Yeah. Stay in flood. He's like that. Super cool character. That's the best character till now, I guess. You know what? Level up, level up. We have so much more, so much of books. We can easily level up. I just need to understand the. Wait, I did not get the fountain wings yet. No problem. Until the time we'll use this. We don't have this. Where do we find these? Also, we don't know. Crit damage is the main. Cool. Okay. And he is drinking tea again. Oh, wow, damn. Artifacts that we'll check out later. What are the artifacts actually we have to give reference? The statistics are not yet given. Oh, I can ascend, right? Wait, I did not take this. Yeah, claim. We got 3 of this. Smooth we know. Completed the ARCHON quest. Now I get it. The posters they are making are insane. Oh yeah, I can unlock this, right? Cool. Cool. I need to explore the area also.
Since we last saw NEUVILLETTE, Paimon wonders what he's been up to.
Shut up, we are not going. Nope, not now. Don't navigate. Yeah, I was gonna do something else. What? Daily commissions reward. I completed the daily commissions. How?
Add ARCHON. Thank you for.
Wait, it still shows. Commissions are there. Wait. You have claimed the maximum number of commissions reward today. Oh, so we will not get any commissions reward, but if you want to do, we can do, but we will not get any reward. So I'm not gonna do it then. Who cares? Fountain necessary. Leave out the daily commissions then. Cancel navigation. This is some new thing they have made in the daily commissions part. It's gonna look out for the map, right? Yeah. What kind of artifacts do we need to find for Neuvillette? Let me check. Build Neuvillette build. Wait, what is that pronunciation of it? Neuvill. What are the artifacts we need? Four pieces of Marchius Hunter. Okay, let's see. Do we have that? This one, right? We have already. But still we need to form. Obviously I'm gonna use that over here. It's a coordinate group. No. Marchius Hunter. Oh, we have a lot. For now, we're gonna give him. Let me check the base things. What we need to give him. We need crit rate, obviously, because crit damage he has. Equip. And what are the artifacts? Are HP, hydro damage, crit damage, or crit rate. So crit rate will be that HP and hydro damage. Okay. Not so good artifacts, but all right. HP here. We need HP. We don't have any HP. Oh, we have one. Hydro damage. Oh, we have hydro damage. Electro damage and andro damage. Crit damage. No, we want crit rate, right? Okay, we don't have any good artifacts. That means this crit damage I have ascended to level 20, so that's unnecessary. I did. For now, I need to find the artifacts things. I guess that's it for the today's stream. I guess. You know what? 1 minute. We're gonna unlock this statue and come back. We go. Oh, we are already started showing us Trandroclus, huh? Sorry, Hydroclus. Click to submit.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
I can give this. Whoa. I can do one thing. I can submit these things. Wait. Okay. I'm trying to take a screenshot. If I click alt. Are you serious? Can't click shift and that thing at the same time. You know what? I'm gonna collect it later. Let's go to that area. It's gonna start from up side or what? It's nearby only. It shows nearby only. I wanna open one statue. That's it. And yeah, I can swim from this area also, right? Ooh. This is the... Oh! The underground area is too big. This was the underground area. What about this? Okay, this is like... cool, cool, cool. This is the prison area. Ooh. New people might be there. Oh, new. That's a new stuff. Oh. What does that do? It's a bomb or something? Yep. Okay, I don't know what is that flower does. That's how it breaks. Got it, got it. Oh, we found... Oh, this is good. This is crazy. New bomb mechanic they added in swimming area. And as we know, he swims fast, right? Cool. But this doesn't do anything. Later we will find out what are these. For now, I guess I have done a lot of streaming from my side. Crazy waters. Oh. Cool. Oh lol, that's insane. This power is good. Oh, we just die? Oh shit. How did you kill Neuvillette? Neuvillette. Alright, everything is fine, but let's go now. Let's leave. We're gonna do the what do you call? Other part. Oh, this area is increased. Cool. Reputations are also given for us. Oh, I need to reset this thing first of all. Yeah, this is the Neuvillette's. What do you call? Artifacts. What about talents? How does we increase the talents of NEUVILLETTE? What? Tomb of Eternal Flow. 1 minute. So we need this thing, but obviously we're not gonna pull for that. Instead of that, what are the free we can use? Okay, the build and all, it's just right now only they just release this guy, right? So it'll take some time to be posted in the about this character and all. They will post about this later. Oh, let me see the. Oh, okay. That's some other new animation you will add. But what do I need here?
I'll take care of it.
I don't want you to. Hydro, pyro, ice. Right now we'll go with this. Cool. That was the ARCHON quest. I guess I'm increasing the time of the stream. All right. Thanks for watching. It will be hard for me to upload on the
Time to go.
YouTube. That's it for today. That was the new map area. We're gonna see reputations of the fountain, and yeah, I'm gonna complete this thing. That's why I'm doing the what do you call? All right, we're gonna talk that about later. Yeah, check out the new 4.0 fountain area, fountain quest, and ARCHON quest was really crazy, as you can see. And yeah, that's it from my side for today. Tomorrow we're gonna start about its story, or we're gonna complete the Hydroclus in one go. Something or the other, will make a video about that. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Peace. Check me out later in the YouTube, and bye. Peace.